Today we have to discuss the expression of cosine theta in a series of descending powers of cos theta. For that we choose an x which is less than 1 properly. Then we use the identity 1 minus x square divided by 1 minus 2x cos theta plus x square equal to the infinite series 1 plus 2x cos theta plus 2x square cos 2 theta plus 2x cube cos 3 theta plus etc. plus 2x raised to n cosine theta plus etc. From there you will get the expression for cosine theta. Now let's see how to get that identity. For that we need to get 1 minus x square divided by 1 minus 2x cos theta plus x square is equal to 1 plus 2x cos theta plus 2x square cos 2 theta plus etc. For this we use the cross multiplication idea of the cross multiplication. When you multiply this with this, you will get 1 minus x square. For that, we evaluate the product 1 minus 2x cos theta plus x square into 1 plus 2x cos theta plus 2x square cos 2 theta plus 2x cube cos 3 theta plus etc. So when we multiply this with 1, you will get this bracket itself 1 plus 2x cos theta plus 2x square cos 2 theta plus 2x cube cos 3 theta plus etc. Plus then you multiply this bracket with minus 2x cos theta. So that the first time will be minus 2x cos theta. Second time will be minus 2x cos theta times 2x cos theta. So that will be minus 4x square times cos theta square. That is cos theta into cos theta. Then minus 2x cos theta times 2x square cos 2 theta. So that will be minus 4x cube times, here we have cos theta into cos 2 theta. Then you have this term minus of plus. Then you have to multiply this bracket with x square. So the first term will be x square itself. So that is plus x square. Then you have plus 2x cube times cos theta plus etc. So this will be uh, the next the last time will x raised to 4 cos 2 theta etc. So what is the sum of all these terms? So that will be uh, the first term will be 1 itself. The second term gets cancelled. The third term will be plus x square times when you take x square from these three terms, you will get the remaining will be 2 cos 2 theta minus 2 times 2 cos theta plus 1. From this we will get 1 because we take this x square out. So the next time will be plus x cube times 2 cos 3 theta minus 2 times 2 cos theta cos 2 theta. Then we have plus 2 times cos theta. Okay, this is the third term and so on. Now this is equal to 1 plus, when you simplify this bracket, what is 2 cos theta cos theta? So this is 2 cos a plus b by 2 cos a minus b by 2. So when you use the identity cos A plus cos B is equal to 2 cos A plus B by 2 cos A minus B by 2. So using this identity, you can write this as 2 cos 2 theta, that is this term itself, minus 2 times. When you multiply this, you can when you apply the formula here, you will get this will be uh, cos, this is when you consider this term, A will be the sum of these two angles and B will be the difference of these two. So when you find the sum of the angles, you can get this is 2 cos 2 theta uh, plus 1, because this will be cos 0. Okay, cos theta minus theta, that is cos 0, that is 1, and we have 1 here plus 1 plus x cube times, this will be 2 cos 3 theta minus 2 times, so this will be cos 3 theta plus cos theta 2 cos theta plus etc. So this is equal to 1 plus x square times, you can cancel this 2 cos 2 theta term, then remaining will be minus 2 plus 1, that is minus 1 plus x cube times, you can cancel this cos 3 theta using this, and the remaining will be minus 2 cos theta, and again that can be cancelled with this 2 cos theta, so that will be 0 plus so on. So from this term onwards you have x raised to 4 times 0 and so on. So this will be 1 minus x square. So what you get, we have seen that this product is 1 minus x square. That means 1 minus x square divided by this term is equal to 1 plus 2x cos theta plus 2x cos 2 theta plus etc. Okay. Using this identity, we will find the expression for cos and theta. So in order to get the expression for cos and theta, we will use this identity. For that, from the right we have 2x raised to n cos and theta. From that you will get the expression for cos and theta as the coefficient of x raised to n divided by 2. Okay, so from the right we will collect the coefficient of x raised to n from the right first, that is 2 cosine theta, that will be equal to the coefficient of x raised to n from the left. Coefficient of x raised to n can be obtained by writing this LHS as 1 minus x square into 1 minus 2x cos theta plus x square whole raised to minus 1, and we will expand that expression 1 minus 2x cos theta plus x square raised to minus 1 using the identity 1 minus x whole raised to minus 1 is equal to 1 plus x square plus x cube plus etc. Then from LHS we will get the coefficient of x raised to n. Then we will equate those two. That is the next step. So from the right we have the coefficient of x raised to n as 2 cosine theta. From the left we can get the coefficient of x raised to n from this product. That will be coefficient of x raised to n minus coefficient of x raised to n minus 2 in this expression. Okay? So coefficient of x raised to n minus coefficient of x raised to n minus 2 in this expression. Okay, this is the expansion of this with the identity 1 minus x whole raised to minus 1. So we already seen that how to get the coefficient of x raised to n from an infinite expression, infinite series. So that will be 2 cos theta whole raised to n minus and minus 1, 2 cos theta and raised to n minus 2 plus etc. Then minus of coefficient of x raised to n minus 2. Coefficient of x raised to n minus 2 can be obtained by replacing this n by n minus 2. That is nothing but this bracket. When you simplify this, of course these are simple calculations. When you simplify all this, you can get the expression 2 cosine theta is equal to 2 cos theta whole raised to n minus n times 2 cos theta whole raised to n minus 2 plus etc. This contains only a finite number of terms. So in order, according to the parity of n, whether it is even or odd, we can conclude this is the last term, minus 1 raised to n minus 1 by 2 n into 2 cos theta, or minus 1 raised to n by 2 into 2. This is for n is even, and this is for n is odd. Using the similar identities, we can find the expressions for sine and theta, sine and theta by sine theta in ascending powers of cos theta. That is nothing but the collection of coefficients in the reverse order. So in order to collect the coefficient in such manner, we need to set first that whether n is odd or even. So using those, the idea is same. Only the procedure is collecting the coefficients in the reverse order. So using that, you can get the expressions of sine and theta by sine theta and cosine theta in ascending powers of cos theta. So this is the rest of the chapter. So you need to work out all these uh, expressions. Then let me know you have any doubt. You can clarify it with a live class. So then you can conclude this chapter. Okay, there are some examples. Next day we will discuss the chapter. We'll discuss the chapter which deals with the expansions of e raised to circular functions and exponential functions like that. So thank you.